Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl Nika, or Nika Bunny, or Nika Bunny Sings, or Donica, or whatever you want to call me that is not offensive. Yesterday we missed our upload, but I filmed and I just wasn't feeling the video. I was pretty high, but I was coming off the end of being high, so I wasn't feeling good, and you could tell. And I didn't like that. I don't like to put out content that I don't feel is quality, so I was like, you know what? It sucks, but we're gonna miss a day, and we'll upload again tomorrow when I'm in a better headspace and I can actually make a video that's worth watching. Today, I am doing CAIN GREEDIER. I'm dressed comfy today, y'all. I am not out here to look cute today, to be honest with you. I am not feeling 100%. A lot of you guys know, and I'm sorry I haven't been in the Discord much lately. I haven't been doing much lately. I've been trying to keep up with comments the best that I can and uploading every day the best that I can. But that has taken a lot of energy from me as of recently, which is not a complaint at all. It's just the reality as I navigate through a very horrific time of my life. But I do know that I told a lot of you guys I am in an IOP, which is an intensive outpatient program that I'll be doing Monday through Friday, most of the day. So during that time block, I probably won't be on Discord much, maybe responding to comments. But the great thing about it is that I have the afternoons, evenings, you know, most of the afternoon, and then mostly the evenings, the night, you know, of the week, to make content for the next day, respond to comments, die in these fucking runs because I can never survive, all types of things. So I'll have time to be here. I will be here the best that I can. But obviously I am going through a lot, or I wouldn't be in an intensive outpatient program, scared of how I'm going to pay my bills because I don't know if the state's going to pay me. It's not fun. At the same time, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to go. The truth is that I'm taking a giant risk doing this because I could lose my job or not be able to pay for things in the next coming month. So, like, I am grateful to quote-unquote have the opportunity, but, like, in reality, I don't. At least not concretely. I might be fucked. I might have to work another job while I'm doing this, which really kind of defeats the purpose of taking a month off to get better. So, it might not work. But I'm trying my... Oh my god, I keep fucking dying because I'm... I don't know what's wrong with me. Pencil is a good start. It's a good start. I'm trying my best. So, I will keep you guys updated on what's going on with that. The Patreon's honestly going to roll out soon. I've been saying that since 500. I think it's a funny but honest breakaway into that topic. But I really do need to put one out and start bringing extra content to you guys. I also have always wanted to put out merch, so I'm thinking about what that could be, trying to design it, think about the easiest way to do it, and part of the proceeds would go to charity. So I've always wanted to do that with my YouTube channel, so that'll be coming soon. Everything is coming soon. It just takes a lot longer when you're, like, super mentally ill. And physically ill and not doing that great. You know what I mean? You're figuring everything out. I'm going to a lot of specialists. I'm going to doctors. I'm wearing this Holter monitor. I'm figuring out exactly what conditions I have. All the types of things that you, like, need to do that I probably needed to do forever ago, but didn't have the opportunity to. So that I can, like, take medication or live my life in a certain style so that I feel better. That's what I'm doing right now. So it's taken a little bit of energy and time. But I promise you these things are coming. The Patreon will be coming soon because, honestly, I could use help. Not in a horrible way, like, pay for my bills. That's not what I mean. I just mean, like, YouTubers, you know, make careers out of YouTube. And if I don't, like, try, well then, bitch, what am I doing? What am I doing? I feel bad making a Patreon, to be honest with you, because I know I need money. Is that weird? Like, does that thought process backwards? Like, you know, people have Patreons, but, like, they might not need the fucking money. Like, they benefit from it. That's why Patreon exists, so that people can do this and have money to fuel to be able to follow their creative pathways. There's no, like, secret about that. That makes sense. But is it weird that I feel worse because I actually am, like, in need of money? Is that strange? Like, it almost makes me feel skeezy, even though I would be using it to fuel the YouTube channel by being able to stay on my feet and, like, keep afloat. Like, it's so weird. I feel so weird about it, and so I've just been putting it off. I know I've mentioned it to you guys so many times, but I just kept putting it off because I feel guilty about, like, needing money. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe somebody else has a similar thought process to me, Or if that just doesn't make any sense at fucking all, and you're like, what the fuck are you literally talking about? That's like when you'd make a Patreon. I don't know, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm overthinking it. But I almost feel like I need to get financially stable to, like, have one. I don't know, man. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of the YouTubers I used to watch were like, hey guys, I'm poor. If you want me to keep doing this, whatever. And that was like normal. Like, that makes sense. But then, like, I want to do it, and I feel like an asshole. Like, I don't know. That doesn't make... I don't know. I know that doesn't make sense, but also at the same time, it kind of does, right? Like, I don't want... well, I guess, like, if I want to be a musician, if I want to be on YouTube, I literally do want other people to pay for my bills, right? That kind of makes sense, but at this... Like, you know what I mean? Like, that feels gross. Well, I'm not judging other people either. So don't think this is like a universal thing. It's literally a just me thing. Like, I panic about these things. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking lazy. I'm making a Patreon for my YouTube channel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my brain just fucking spirals. You know what? This is why I'm in an intensive outpatient program. If anything can tell you why I need this shit, this is one of them. This is part of it. I can't do normal things without overthinking them significantly, which is definitely a hindrance to doing things. Like, I remember I said I was going to put on a Patreon, like, last month or something, or, you know, even December. People were like, that's a great idea. Never did it, bitch. I was like, nah, I'll wait. Feels weird to, like, need money and then ask for it versus, like, I don't need money, but I want to make this my career, so I'm pivoting. Feels less guilty. Let me know what you think. Maybe that doesn't make sense. But either way, regardless, the Patreon's going to come out soon. One, because I need to purchase a better green screen. I want a better microphone. I want a better controller. And I wouldn't mind some larger screens. Like, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, upkeeping the YouTube channel. Paying for an editor at some point. Stuff like that. That's definitely a huge part of it. And then the other part of it being, oh my god, I skipped the devil deal. I guess we're going angel deals. And then the other part of it being that, like, I'm literally poor. And that's that. Also, like, maybe I'm overthinking it too. Like, I feel like I'm gonna put out a fucking video where I announce my Patreon and I'm gonna over-explain it. And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to put out a video and then everyone's like, you don't need to explain why you're doing this thing. Everybody else does. But I feel like I do that so often, even now, where I'm like over-explaining the way that I feel about a Patreon is such a bad habit of mine, but I have such a hard time breaking it because I feel like if I don't over-explain things to make them super clear, people will think poorly of me. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just talk to my YouTube community. You guys are the most responsive, like, kind people ever. Like, you can let me know, yeah, bitch, don't fucking put out a Patreon if you need money. Figure it out your fucking self, you know? Get a second job again. Or I don't think I could get a second job again, to be honest with you. I don't think my health is good enough. Not like I'm, you know, dying, knock wood, but like I just have a lot of problems at once, and I don't think that I have enough energy, to be frank with you. My chronic fatigue issues are horrific. But you get the gist. Like, you could be like, you know, fuck you, bitch, get a second job, you know, or whatever, figure it out with family, like, we're not, you know, don't do that right now. Or you could be like, no, that makes sense, like, keep afloat, whatever the case. Or you could be in the middle, you could be like, yeah, it's fine either way. You're making content, so if you want to be a content creator, you have to start making money off of that. It's kind of the expectation. I don't know. Why do I feel so bad about it, guys? Anyways, we're playing Greedier, CAIN. And I'm doing, like, really mid. At least in this run, I didn't die within the first floor, which is really cool. But for some reason, man, I'm, like, not hitting the way I usually do. I think Greedier is just honestly a brutal territory. Like, going Greedier is really making a choice. Like, am I gonna enjoy myself this run, or am I gonna fight for my fucking life? And I really think I've made that choice, that I'm going to have to fight for my fucking life. And by made that choice, I mean it's been put upon me by what Greedier is at its core, which is just really annoying greed. So, I'm going to take this. I know it's a risk. Shot speed down is annoying as fuck. Jeez, but everything else was good. Damage up is good. This buddy is honestly, to me, kind of annoying, but can become very useful. if I'm able to keep track of like my tiers, my direction, and the buddy at the same time, it can become very helpful. But oftentimes I'm caught like choosing between whether or not I want to use the buddy to fight somebody or use myself to fight an enemy, and it's always more than likely going to be me that's going to make more sense. But I'm going to die absolutely 100%. Again, once again, we're going to be... And I was correct. We're going to be restarting. Alright, we died again. I had to get another call. Here we are. I don't know what I was talking about, to be frank with you. So we're just going to move on. We're actually going to try to fucking survive this one. I don't know why Greedier is eating my ass up. But it absolutely is. So... I really feel like people would watch this channel and be like, this bitch hates this game. And it's so funny how much free time I spend playing it and how much I love this game. And yet I'm such a critic. It's kind of my nature. I critique. Not everything, not people, not things that you like shouldn't critique. But if you're watching a show with me, I am the kind of person who will simultaneously suspend disbelief for the sake of creativity and also will absolutely criticize. And obviously with the caveat of, like, I'm not a movie maker, I'm not a director, I'm not a professional, whatever. Like, I always caveat, right? Like, 'cause who am I? But in the same breath, like, there are objectively bad moves, like, objectively bad writing, bad camera angles, things that don't make sense. And I'll critique that bitch. It's fun to me because art is so subjective. I turned my gain up a little bit on my microphone. Let me know if I'm too loud. Art is so subjective, and I enjoy so much art in so many different kinds, and I like to be subjective about it. Does that make sense? I know that makes me sound like such an asshole, but I promise you, most of the time that I critique things, it ends up being a positive critique. I'm not very negative about a lot of stuff, because you can tell when people put their heart into things, and I hate to be the one to be like, this is shit, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't critique many things that don't deserve it, and I don't critique many things that are harmless. A lot of my critique comes from things that are not harmless, things that don't make sense, movies that are very clearly cash grabs, stuff like that. Things that I don't agree with. Then I'm a critic, bitch. Then I'm the, whoever that guy's name was that died recently, poor thing. Rest his soul. He did a lot of movies and stuff. Was it Robert Eager? Robert Eager? I should know his name because I used to read his fucking reviews. Not religiously, because I think critics can be very, very harsh. Like, unrealistically harsh. But I did for a lot of things, and I was like, oh, if this person likes this movie, it's probably good. That's the thing with critiques, too. Like, critics, I should say, and critiquing, and IMDb, and Rotten Tomatoes, and all that kind of stuff. Like, 99% of the time, if they don't like something, I'm probably still gonna give it a shot. Google users is a little bit different. I'm a little easier on IMDb, because I feel like, you know, they're a little less harsh. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like something. If a movie sounds like it's gonna fucking eat to me, I'm still watching it. Now, if Rotten Tomatoes does like a movie, I'm definitely watching it. Because that shit's rare as fuck. Very rare do I find that Rotten Tomatoes gives anything an agreeable fucking score. Like, I feel like I watch a movie and I'm like, that was really well done. And, like, Google users agree. Like, it'll get, like, fucking 80% or 90%. Fucking Rotten Tomatoes will be out here with a 30%. Like, where are you literally getting this critique from? Like, what are you so upset about? Like, if you're looking at it from, like, a camera standpoint, and this bitch didn't do, like, you know how there's color theory? You can do whatever you want with makeup, but there's color theory, and certain things look good and certain things look bad, and I don't know what they would call it, because I don't think film theory is that. Maybe it does encompass, like, composition, lighting, shutter speed, all kinds of camera stuff. Maybe it does encompass that. I'm not 100% sure, so let me not speak out of my ass. But I feel like unless you're critiquing those things, if you're critiquing, like, the plot, I don't know why I can't say the word critiquing. I fucked it up at least 16 times. If you're critiquing things like the plot, or loopholes, or unanswered questions, or convenient moments, or shitty fucking, you know, sound effects, or whatever the case, that makes sense, right? Like, if that's all they were going based off of, yeah, then a lot of modern movies would probably get low scores because people cut corners quite a bit. But also, like, they're not. Like, most of the fucking reviews that give these movies that are excellent these low scores are about the movie itself. Like, not the composition of the movie, not the music of the, you know, which is also equally important, but like, they're critiquing, like, not even the acting, but, like, the plot. What happens in the movie. Characters. Character development. Things that everybody else fucking loves. That these people hate. Hate. We have a lot of health, so we're gonna go Devil Deal. It's fine, I guess. It's good. It doubles cards. I don't know if it doubles pills. We'll take Camping Conception because I love getting the fucking buddies. But they're critiquing shit that's like everybody else loves. And listen, not everybody is a writer. Not everybody is a good director. Not everybody has... Oh, this is good. I have a golden key. This is extra good. Not everybody has, you know, the ability to, like, look at the nuance of things or see where something could have been done better. Like, I love writing. I was an English major. I took a lot of creative writing classes. I'm very deep into that world. So... no expert, and don't take it like I think I'm one, because I'm not. But I'm deep into that. I like those kinds of things. I notice shitty lines or plot holes or things maybe quicker than some of my friends do, who might notice that there was a fucking what are they called? Where, like, what are those fucking things called? Yo, I hate being slow, literally. Continuity errors. I love those. I love them. And I love when they're pointed out to me because they're so funny. They might notice a continuity error quicker than me now because my brain is broken a little bit. So, you know, it's, I'm going to try to yarrow the money, so we're going to try to not pick it up. It's, you know, all subjective, like I said, and different people have different skills and whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, they're critiquing things that everybody loves with maybe a little bit more knowledge, with a lot harsher of a review. I think what they should do, which I think they do somewhat, but I don't think they do well enough, is, like, split it up. Like, hire people that are specifically, like, there's the Corridor Crew on YouTube. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're great. And they specialize in FX, and they do a lot of videos about special effects in movies, and or stunt coordinators, or people who, how did a movie do this thing and that thing, and they do a really good job at focusing on what they know, specifically what their specialty is, with some critique maybe of the movie, or some love of the movie, or whatever they feel that they thought the movie did well, or it's a cult classic or whatever. But they focus on what they know, and that's what they're really critiquing. I really like that they do that. I think Rotten Tomatoes needs to get better at doing that. Like, compartmentalizing their specialties. Because sometimes they be critiquing shit, and it's just, like, unnecessary. Like, I'll read reviews and be like, bro, you're literally reaching to the fucking stars and back. Like, whatever you think is going on is not that deep. Like, sometimes they really piss me the fuck off. So, I always say if Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like a movie, there's still a chance I'm gonna give it a shot. But if Rotten Tomatoes does like a movie, I'm probably gonna watch it. Because more than likely, they probably getting it right in terms of that. So, I don't know how I got onto this topic. I think I was talking about movies with somebody earlier, and it made me think about it. But you know, being a little bit of a critique is okay. Or critic. What is up with me in this word? Critique, critic, same thing. God. We'll take Lazy Matman. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We actually have piercing tear, so this is actually good. It'll stay in the enemy longer and do more damage the slower the tear moves. I definitely at some point I'm going to want to shot speed up, but this is actually a good fucking, this is a good strategy for, winning. Forgot the word for winning. It's because we lose so fucking much on this channel that I actually don't remember what winning looks like, sounds like, spells like, is. It's all fucking, it's all foreign to my ass. Yeah, guys, I've had so much on my mind lately. I'm just talking about random things. The Patreon's been on my mind. I wanted to tell you guys about the outpatient program. I don't have more detail right now about that either because I only went there for one day and it was my intake day, so I'm at the very beginning of this process. I will tell you more about my experience there and how I'm feeling and what's helping and what's not helping and all that good stuff. I'll be very transparent with you. Hospitalization has always been something that I've kind of religiously avoided. Inpatient, I should say, because I live in the US, and you can just kind of Google, like, the shape in which the U.S. healthcare is in right now, mental health care is probably one of the worst. I literally walked directly into him. Like, quite literally, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I walked directly into him. The U.S. healthcare system is super, super mid. Even though we're supposed to have access to the best healthcare in the world, a lot of us can't afford it. There's a lot of waiting, not enough doctors and nurses, not enough good pay that should be going into it. We don't give enough credit to the people that save our lives. The people that save our lives oftentimes don't give a fuck enough about certain groups of people or people in general to listen to symptoms. And the mental health care in general here is no different. It's struggling, it's lacking, it's scary how much it's lacking and how easy it is to fall behind because you can't have anybody keep up with you. It's hard to find a good therapist. It's hard to find good treatment. It's hard to have people who will listen to you. It's hard to find psychiatrists that won't belittle you, people that will listen to your wishes, people that take into consideration everything, somebody that doesn't just want to get a quick diagnosis. And there are so many amazing, smart, intelligent, hardworking individuals every day that come into their office or work remotely and save lives and help people. I'm not belittling how hard nursing, doctoring, psychiatric help is either, or how brutal the fucking system is, how low the pay is, how long the hours are. It's a complex issue with not a very, very clear, well, there is a very clear answer. Pay people more, hire more people, make the facilities better, spend more money on these things rather than the way that we spend our money right now, and prioritize mental health, pass laws that protect workers. There is kind of a clear answer, but there's no clear way to getting there because not everybody cares or even has to go through the things that maybe say I have to go through, the hoops that I have to go through, the fear that I have to feel that will I get paid so that I don't kill myself is a crazy question to ask. So the mental health care system has been very mid. And so I don't know why I was talking about this. My memory is so bad. The panic attacks back to back are really starting to take a toll on my brain. Like, duh. But I can't remember anything. I don't remember why I was talking about this, but it's important enough for me to finish and say that, like, jumping into that system right now, I never thought that I would be hospitalized. I never thought that I would hospitalize myself in any way. I did an online remote outpatient program back in 2020, and that was crazy for me at the time. I was very much raised to do things independently and figure things out and pull myself up from my bootstraps, and my bootstraps have been broken for 20 years. I can't do it anymore. So I will keep you updated on my experience where I am. I will keep you updated on my progress, of course. I will try to come into the Discord as much as I can. I will try to stay active on YouTube as much as I can, respond to the comments, and really give my time to YouTube and fixing things. The things that matter in my life right now are the things that I got to focus on, and YouTube is definitely one of them. Regardless, sorry for dying 3 fucking times. We really will get through a run. Like, I feel like we have not gotten through a run in so long. We've had a couple videos where we have great W's, but these L's, man, I be fucking collecting them like they're money. Like, I need to do a little bit better. We will get through a run. I think as I switch medications and get better, you'll see that I'll start playing better too. This is the worst I've probably played Isaac in the now 4 years I've been playing it, which is funny because I'm making a YouTube channel out of it. So I'm like a mid Isaac player, but I actually have a lot of skill. I think I need to not be in front of a camera, to be honest with you, because bitch, I get nervous. And 2, I'm like tired and my dexterity is not as good, and like my fucking reaction time is slow. Like, everything's been very affected by everything that's gone on since May of like 2023. So when I got sick with COVID and a lot of other stuff happened, and the months have gotten significantly worse, and then October hit and everything exploded, And here I am in February now, my birthday month. By the way, happy Black History Month. If you have a Black person in your life and you feel like you don't give them enough support or care, or you don't compliment their looks enough, or you say racist things or anything of that nature, this is the month to remind yourself. And I say that because often we are forgotten, not because we deserve. Like, I'm not saying like if you have a white friend, don't do that, which I shouldn't have to clarify, but I do. And that's why there's Black History Month. It's happy Black History Month. I love all of you guys. I was born in Black History Month. That makes me extra Black, by the way. I'm like 20 to 50% more Black. That's a 30% difference. Pick anywhere in there. Doesn't matter. I was born in this month, bitch. It's my birthday month. It's Black History Month. We're going to have a good month. It's mental health month for me because I got to get better. So my controller disconnected. That's my sign to shut the fuck up. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Share the channel. Like the video. Subscribe. Comment. Thank you, POINKO, for the awesome intro. I'm going to thank you again because you did a great job. Their channel will be linked in the description. I love you all very much, and I will talk to you soon. Toodles!